Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt, and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cozy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Steva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt, and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Media is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
The sleeper has awakened!
Come on, man.
Good morning. Here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Everything's internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
So what's one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
Good morning, good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you.
Oh, happy Wednesday, everybody. Looks like we've made it to another one. Happy hump day. We are halfway through the week. But by golly, we're here. Ooh, the new Shadow Band song is out. I see posted in chat. Nice. Might have to get to that at some point. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go open that up, making sure I don't miss it. Don't be loud. Don't be loud. All right. I got it. And we are still sans Zachary, who is working nights this week. So he may or may not be listening in. He may be headed home or headed home soon. I'm not that down with it.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not sure either. His whole situation. I haven't talked to him since the other night before Monday show. Was it Sunday night, I guess? Yeah. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm, here, tired a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, then I guess I won't lie either. I was kind of surprised to see you here. I was really kind of expecting to be doing this one solo this morning.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you showing up.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't mind to talk. I was, tossing and turning anyway. I figured, you know what? Why don't I just get up and go do a show instead of all this exercise I'm getting in the bed here.
So. What the hell else are you going to do at 4 a.m. on a Wednesday?
Exactly. So
that is if you're not able to sleep.
And we just had a trip to go see my neurologist yesterday. Things are, but still even keel. Still staying with my balance I've achieved and haven't accepted any of his little carrots of like, oh, well, this will do this and that'll do that. I'm like, yeah, but in the groups that I'm in and looked at it and talked to those people that are actually the ones who've taken it, not the people who are on the other side going, yeah, it's going to help you. Those people seem to think that it hasn't helped them much at all, and definitely not worth, the effects. And I'm like, well, like what? I'm like, okay, look, here's the deal, guy. It ain't happening. I'll see you in 6 months.
Yeah. The more you hard sell me on this, the less likely I'm ever going to take it.
Yeah, I'm being a little overly dramatic because I'm sleepy. Probably.
Sure.
He's really a good guy. He really is, and he really is accepting the fact that I'm happy with where I'm at, and he's happy with where I'm at. He's like, if I thought you were going to have a crisis any minute or your symptoms were et cetera, then we would talk about this in a different way. But right now, where I see you at compared to where you were when you came in here is a whole different world. I'm like, right, that's what I feel. Like if I was still where I was then we'd be doing something different. But for now, on the Formica, it's all working. So
if it's only broke a little bit, don't fix it.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, wait, what happened? Okay. Sorry, I was clicking to the shadow band video so that I could have it up as well and hear it after the show. And put that thumbs up in there. Maybe even drop a comment in the comment section if I have a second. Anyway, I noticed, I'm going to say probably a clickbait type situation where it's saying that Cat Williams reveals why they cloned Jim Carrey. Now, don't get me wrong. I like me some Cat Williams. He says some good old shit, enough to get his ass whooped by a 17-year-old. So, I'm just saying, he'll talk some shit, but I'm so tired of AI video. God, I'm tired of AI video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It'd be nice if there was some way you could live a life with no electricity.
It would be amazing. I clicked away to go to the video there, and it was just shadow, and now I'm back, and I see Justin Billentano, I see Jack streaming, I see Sunny Side Up chilling. Magic Mirror, tell me today. All my friends have fun at play. I am Melissa. There's a Melville. I'm just scrolling down. Let me catch up now with everyone. Every time I see Shadow Man in the chat there, I think, whatever happened to Shadow Stevens. It was a 5-minute flash in the pan. I think they tried to turn him into an actor. Wasn't that what it was? Because he was one of those rare DJs who didn't actually look like he was built for the radio. His face was a little more, camera friendly, I guess. Wasn't there even some type of sitcom involved? Is that what ruined him? I think that might be what happened. Anyway, go ahead.
Whatever they did, they didn't do well enough because I don't know who in the living hell you're talking about. Shadow Stevens.
Oh, wow, Shadow Stevens. See, that's my point. Yes, it was SHADO, and he was a silky voice DJ in the 80s. And he did one of those probably countdown-y type things, maybe post our buddy getting mad about his puppies. Like he may even have taken over Top 40 for our good buddy, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he? He was the host of American Top 40 from 1988 to 1995. That's who Shadow was. Oh, I'm sorry, SHADO. E, shadow, because, you know, potato.
At least it wasn't an H.
You know, there you go. There you go. Doe.
Doe.
Let me see a good old image, old Shadow. What he's looking like these days. Come on, man. Let me show you. You don't remember Shadow? It's a good 80s. Oh, headband and all. I mean, God, I'm old to know people that nobody else knows. That's how, thanks, Josh. That's how I know I'm old as fuck.
Friend,
Like
what would I have known
he
Shadow
was-
Stevens to be in, other than the radio?
That, other than the radio, that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much, yeah, because I think there was an attempt. Again, he's, you know, a lot of us DJ type folks definitely look like we have a face-based radio, but they tried to pull him out from behind the mic. Let's see what happened.
What the hell am I doing? Totally forgot how to run OBS.
Have we gone dead? Am I talking?
No, we're still going live. I just
What is that?
need to switch it around, and I
What's that thing called?
can't find what I need. Go there, for love of Pete.
Dave's World. There it is. Was it flat down? I wonder. Yeah. Oh, wow. Apparently there were 2 attempts. There was a 93, 97 attempt, then there was the 90 attempt. It didn't work at all anyway. There we go. How do I start sharing up Shadow Steven? Now go back to the show. I don't even know who I was typing to last. Did I type to anyone yet? Have I not even done that? Coffee needs to go faster. Go faster, coffee. Go faster. Let's do like that. Gonna add the appropriate E here and say hello, Shadow. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
God.
Elliptical orbit. Good morning, Callum. Good to see you there.
What is up, Special K? Man, I can't talk and type. Real expecting multi-talenting this early in the day. I've already forgotten who I was typing to last. Man.
It is a weird morning.
Yeah, that's some of that
Goy beam
lunar
is
eclipse
being
energy.
shot at us.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's probably no. It's probably the lunar eclipse energy. I don't know. There was something in the Epstein files, I think, that they were calling like a Goy cannon or a Goy beam or something weird.
Is that like,
you know, given the code words, I'm not even sure I want to venture a guess as to what that's actually supposed to mean.
Yeah. What was the show where they were trying to make a certain whatever and it turned everybody a little homosexual? And they were all looking for pins. Wasn't Matthew Roderick involved in that? What was that? Pins.
Pins.
Something about pins. Yeah, they needed pins. And was that a Parks and Recreation maybe? Or a 30 Rock. I bet that was a 30 Rock. Sounds like a 30 Rock thing. Anyway, that kind of being. Let's see if that's where that was. Yeah, I know it was because it was Adam, Alec, Aston, Algernon. Mr. Baldwin was the one there at work with Mr. Matthew Broderick, attempting to do something, and they needed pens there in the office. And Cooter, that was his name, Cooter. I'll stop. I'm the only one laughing. I'll stop. But yeah, it was a 30 Rock episode in which there was a certain type of beam. I don't think it was a beam. I think it may have been something they put in their drink. That was, anyway, too early. We trying to remember stuff. Hello?
Good morning, Craig. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hello, Lieutenant Governor.
Hello. Hello, Governor.
I got a hot tea.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Everybody sit down. Buckle up.
It's real quick. Bitches be crazy.
Oh, no, dude. I've never heard that one. Hear that first.
I just thought I'd open up with that.
Okay. I have to say, I've known one or two that seem to edge into that area of personality trait. You know, eventually. They don't all. They rarely start out crazy. They never start out crazy. It's always a revelation.
These ones are just starting out off the rip.
Oh,
crazy.
well, then you're the one that's crazy. You should be running. So that's what the trick is. They're supposed to act normal to get you sucked into the
they're not doing
spider
it right.
web. And then they pounce and remove the head through the heart. Oh my goodness!
It's just my charm, I guess.
I miss somebody.
No, my real hot take is, you know about the false flag that Israel pulled.
I don't know anything about anything.
Oh yeah,
I've chosen to be an uninformed person at this point in my life because I found out that being informed just makes you psychotic. But you go right ahead.
Did we lose an aircraft carrier?
No, they hit I think Kuwait or Saudi Arabia.
Is there a king assassinated?
Our oil reserve. And it was Mossad agent.
I did hear they were trying to pull one off, and one of these governments captured them. Was this one where they got caught?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't realize it. I thought it was pre-false flag.
No, they did. They got caught. Iran even came out and said, "Look, we've been taking credit for everything. We didn't do that." So, pretty simple.
Yeah, I did hear about that, about a bunch of Mossad agents that got caught up, hemmed up somewhere.
Mm-hmm. That and we're going to run out of Patriot missiles within the week. You know about that? Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked.
Wait, I'd be surprised if we're fucked. Like,
we don't have any interceptors.
Do you really think he's just going to shoot that entire load in a week and a half?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think he's an idiot. Trump?
All right, well, maybe he's shooting the whole load, but maybe he's taken a Cialis and is primed for something else. He's got something else in mind.
We'll see. I mean,
isn't that what he said?
Something else would be great. Ground troops, and they can't get in.
No, you're thinking you're still stuck inside that box. What if we're starting to now upgrade the military into like more advanced weapons, like whole new weapons systems?
That. Why didn't we use the same weapon we used in Venezuela?
So what we're going to do is we're just going to drain our resources of this old tech that we're not going to use anymore. We could sell them off, but it'd be more dramatic and more showy just to go ahead and get rid of our overstock here. And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and break out the big guns if we need to, the new guns. Right, those
I don't know, we'll see. Every war analyst I've seen has said we are going to run out within a week. And then
we drop the rod from God and let the non-nuclear
I never thought about the rod from
kinetic weapons just fall from the sky.
Sherry.
Yeah.
Somebody write down Rod from God.
Sherry, Sherry, baby.
Israel's getting hit though, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
The old Iron Dome ain't holding up so much. I don't know, man. Iran ain't so stupid. And then you went and killed the Supreme Leader Snoke. Oh no, that's Star Wars. I'm sorry. The Supreme Leader.
Yeah. But they were smart enough to go ahead and bomb the enclave of, I forget what they called it, the world's smartest fucking sheiks or whatever it is they call themselves. Anyway, they were gathering together to choose the next Supreme Leader. There's like 50 of them all together, of the world's smartest people. And they'd come together to choose the next leader of Iran. And then they went ahead and bombed the hell out of them too.
Did they all die though?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, some of them didn't.
No?
I don't know. I'm sure some of them crawled out of this smoke.
I did see that there was a CIA field office that got hit with a drone at an embassy.
Yeah, those drones are fucking wicked, man.
Yeah, they're pretty accurate.
You hear the sound they make, though?
For now.
They're like little remote control things.
2 or 3 years, you probably won't hear them.
I mean...
Oh, look, apparently...
Usually you don't hear them, but...
Newsweek, as of 2 hours ago, it says the U.S. launches military action in Ecuador. Good to know.
Yeah, well, you know who Israel just said it's next on the list? The new Iran. They're already moving on.
I'm like, I thought
Turkey.
Iran was the last.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's, the Greater Israel Project. They need the whole fucking Middle East, so...
Well, everything from the Tigris to the Euphrates.
Yeah,
what
baby.
Huckabee was telling Tucker.
Yeah, and they deserve it.
And they'd have every right to just take it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. What a fucking cuck that motherfucker is.
Well, it pissed everybody off up to and including Turkey, I do believe. But yeah, I mean, I did see that.
Is like...
Iran's just blasting out military bases and just sort of randomly reaching out across the Middle East. There's like 3 or 4 countries.
I don't blame them. You know, we were in negotiations and we pulled out and just started bombing. Like,
yes,
we're still...
but that's because they wouldn't participate.
Who, Iran?
Uh-huh. All they needed to say was we're not going to have nuclear weapons.
They've been saying that for fucking 40 years.
And then they needed to stop building nuclear weapons and stop trying to refine the uranium.
I argue that they were not doing it for weapon purposes, though. I'm just going by what they say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nothing's happened in 40 years. Have they made a bomb?
Well, if you refine the uranium well beyond what you need for energy production, and your uranium is now refined to the point that its only real use is going to be for weaponry.
But who's saying that?
Who's saying what? That they've refined the uranium over 20%? Lots of people, up to and including Iran.
Yeah, but they still claim they had no problem.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm sure that the Ayatollah and the Supreme Leader and the entire, what do they call them? The IRCG and the Islamic Republic. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the governing body that covers all that, probably totally trustworthy. And if they say, look, we're not building nuclear weapons, we just like to refine uranium, and we're going to refine uranium up into weapons grade uranium for no particular reason, and we're going to continue doing it. Are you going to have nuclear weapons? Hey, look. Look, wait. No, wait. We're just refining uranium into weapons grade uranium. Okay, but tell us that you're not going to have nuclear weapons. look, all we're doing is refining uranium. But we need you to tell us that we're not going to have nuclear weapons. Hey, I'm just saying we're only refining uranium to weapons grade. That's all. But say the words, you're not going to have the weapons. Look, I'm just saying we're only refining. Like, all right, fuck it. Look. And then here's the deal. Israel was supposed to attack him for this. Israel was planning an attack, is the way I understand it. And knowing that as soon as Israel attacked, they already had standing orders. They were at the ready. If Israel attacks us, attack the U.S. bases. This is the story they're telling us now.
Exactly.
So Trump says, look, rather than waiting until the U.S. bases get attacked after Israel attacks Iran, why don't we just go with Israel and make one big attack and prevent those attacks on the bases, which, of course, didn't happen because the bases still got attacked.
That's what I was about to say. Good job, Sean.
Right.
Now our gas is up, and it's going to keep going up. I don't know. I mean, we can't be trusted either, so.
Well, that's kind of the point, is that,
you know what I mean?
We don't, I can't imagine.
Israel is not supposed to even have fucking nuclear weapons, but they do.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the whole fucking thing is.
Yeah, the whole fucking thing is.
Israel's problem. We should have let Israel do it alone. You're on your own, motherfuckers. That's what they should have done.
And I was thinking about this. Maybe that's the ultimate goal. Maybe this is Trump's chess play. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Well, what are the odds Israel are going to overplay their hand? As if they haven't already, and just start doing real fucked up shit.
Have.
And just start doing like really fucked up shit. And you're like, all right, look, we can't be a part of this. Now, guess what? You're on your own. And maybe this is all part of the plan to abandon. And it might be, I heard Tucker Carlson talking about this, and this is the plan to get the United States out of the Middle East. Maybe it is.
One would hope, except Trump is fucking loving that Israel money, boy. And he's probably blackmailed, too.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
but they don't just like perpetually invest in Trump until he dies. You're only going to invest in him to get done what you want done. And if that was start the war with Iran, that he probably wanted done, that they wanted done on his first term. And by God, all right, well, we'll pump more money into you, but by God, you better do it this time. And I think they made that perfectly clear. I think they knew Charlie Kirk would have been against this bullshit and would have been a huge voice and would have definitely turned the tide against any sort of military action. And I think that
he had already said something on the first campaign.
Removing him was preemptive for this right now.
Mm-hmm.
That is why Charlie Kirk died, is my opinion, was so that they could invade Iran.
Yeah. Crazy as it is, I know. I'm with you. And Erica Kirk is just fucking awful. Talk about bitches be crazy. God damn.
See, and I don't keep up, I haven't kept up, like, I've watched to know Candace because I really don't want
to. She's a pathological fucking liar.
There's just something about her that all that does is confirm my initial feelings about her. Like that feeling I got when I saw her, she just made me feel gross.
No. I wanted to like her, and then she fucking spoke.
I don't think I ever wanted to like her. It just seemed really strange.
Well, I mean,
like I had no clue who she was or what she was about.
Happened. The initial story when he got shot was she was there with the kids. And I was like, well, that's fucked up. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole world felt for her and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, it started to actually, story unravel. She wasn't there. And then they had the convention. And she had her little video with the fucking dummy hands. Because I'm sorry, that didn't look real.
I mean, would it?
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Something was off about that.
Both sets of my grandparents. It was important for them. For one reason or the other. I'm still not sure why And maybe when I'm older, it'll make more sense. But all of my grandparents requested the grandchildren identify their bodies at the cemetery, at the morgue, wherever it was, after they passed and before they were cremated or moved upon through the process of burial. They wanted the grandchildren to come and see it and identify it and say, yep, that's right. And wanted it to be a process for all of them, which I just thought was really strange.
And how young were the grandchildren?
We were pretty young. I mean, the oldest was probably an adult aged, but like we were young.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I didn't have to do that. And then there's a whole thing behind cremation and, God. Rabbit hole I did not want to go down. But most likely, your cremated loved ones are mixed in with other people. Let's just put it that way. Because it's easier to burn 10 bodies than one.
Right, exactly.
Is that though?
That's not really a new thing.
That's what I heard, yeah.
No, I've known that since my first. Yeah, since my first relative, as I was growing up back in the 80s, told us all that most likely what would be returned would be partial remains.
Yeah.
That would be mixed in with other.
Saying they're not in there.
And their excuse was, you can only scoop so much out of the way to start the new one. Over the years, I kind of realized that most likely they were doing multiples at once to save money
when you
and
think
time
about
and
it,
effort.
it makes more sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Also makes more sense to just put it in burgers too,
I was going to say, I've been watching the news over the last several decades. Well, that's not exactly the overstatement, but there's been plenty of news stories over the last several decades that I've heard. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
That most of them don't even do that. Like maybe one. Or just the occasional to fill up some urns. Or maybe they just pre-fill urns or have a bag that they just kind of draw from. So you order your urn and they'll just dump from the bag, dump from the campfire out front. But for the most part, the way I understand it, they just take the bodies and put them under the building and put them in the basement or find a property out in the woods and dig a hole and throw the bodies in there. But for the most part, the way I understand it, a lot of these nursing or funeral homes and crematoriums don't even take the time to burn the body.
God damn, Josh, that's a little different. Jeez.
Yeah, right?
Just ruined everything.
Well, here's one for you. When our dog Shippy died a couple of years ago, we had the vet come out so we could put him down here at home where he would be comfortable, surrounded by us, and he just drifted off, and that was that. And then they took him with them when they left.
Right.
Because we wanted him cremated.
Right.
And then we paid extra. For just his ashes. We could have just sent him off and come back and had some ashes delivered back to us.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm wondering, and I'm still on the fence. Is that just a scam of an upcharge and they still just pull from other ashes? It's all this still from the same bag. Like, oh yeah,
probably.
That is definitely just your dog. Totally. That is definitely not the exact same thing we would have sent you if you hadn't paid extra.
Yeah.
Because you paid extra, we absolutely took the time and energy to cremate your dog solo so that you could only get those ashes.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, why in the hell would not a crematorium offer the same service for your loved ones? And I bet you there are. There's got to be.
Well, I'm sure if you're rich, you can make that happen. You know what I mean?
Here in Missouri, you could just have a funeral pyre.
Yeah, shit. Do it Viking style.
Mm-hmm.
I had it my way. But I can't just go to the local lake and throw
Well, you can't hear in
Whoever the
Missouri.
fuck Up there.
I think you can
Can
hear
you
in
really?
Missouri. Maybe not on a boat, but again, you can build the big pyre. You could build a big wooden stand and put the body on top of it and build a great big bonfire underneath it. That you can do in Missouri.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Jersey, I'd get arrested in a fucking heartbeat. I wouldn't even be able to build like one portion of the platform. What are you doing out there? Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, where I was going with that was having identified a few dead bodies that they don't look real once they're actually embalmed.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but
Once that fluid
It
is
just
replaced, it all takes on a different kind of a look and a feel. My first
but enter
grandparent
Eric.
did not want any embalming done. She was, once I passed, just like, put me in a pine box, literally. My dad had it built like 25 years before she passed. She'd had the pine box sitting in the rafters of her garage for 25 years waiting for her.
Ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Ready to go.
Yeah.
So when she passed, she said, don't embalm me, don't do any of that, just put me in the ground, and that'll be that. I was
See,
probably
I want to burn.
22?
Yeah.
Probably something like that. I know my son was small.
And that's the whole thing too, of putting them in the coffins, and I've heard that's a little weird.
Well, I'm sure.
To say the least.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with loved ones, you want reverence throughout the whole process, and for a funeral home, it just gets to be part of the daily grind. Just another inanimate object.
Almost makes me want to work at one and see what the fuck is going on.
Seems like one of those industries that involves a lot of nepotism.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to...
Probably not a whole lot of
Yeah,
empty
like
slots that don't get filled by
line.
somebody's cousin or son or niece or nephew.
I could try, though.
You sure could. Practice, practice, practice.
Make sure you go down to the mall, if it's still open in your area, and head to Hot Topic, and you get full goth gear before you go in there. And that way they'll have a nice vibe when you come in the place. Oh, yeah. You can get right in.
Eyeliner and lots of black nail polish for sure.
I cut myself.
Some chains, yeah.
Yeah.
Scars. Gotta have your
I
self-harm
used to kind of
scars.
dress like that back in the day.
I carry self-harm scars, so that I guess I fit into that category too.
Yeah, you get right in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember the Iron Sheik?
Who could forget the Iron Sheik?
I don't know why it just came into my mind this morning. I guess I had, Middle East on my...
I remember watching him and Hacksaw Jim Duggan battle it out.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. And everybody hated the Iron Sheik because he hated America.
He was foreign. If you were a foreigner, by God, you were the bad guy.
I heard Hacksaw Jim Duggan. No, not Hacksaw. Hillbilly Jim. I heard he was fucked up. Now, I don't know the story. That's all I know. That's that's as far as I got. But I heard he was like a fucked up individual. I don't know what he did. I think they're all fucked up, but
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Remember how organic that was too? I mean, he was just a guy in the stands, and they plucked him.
You know, I don't remember all the details.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He was just a fan in the stands. He stood out. And then one day they brought him up into the ring, and oh my God, he can wrestle. That's how it happened. I bought into that shit as a kid. Oh boy.
Yeah, Louie. Definitely sorry to hear that. I just read your comment about your friend there in Sicily. So definitely sending out big hugs, my friend.
So there was in Pennsylvania over here, there was a biker who got killed because a tow truck driver let he was pulling a van up or some shit, and I don't know if the snap broke or he fucked up, but whatever the case, the van came down and hit the biker, killed him. Tow truck driver is in the wind, and I found out yesterday the biker is 1%. So that's probably why they can't find the tow truck driver. He's scared to death. Just thought I'd throw that out there. My nephew knew the guy too, because he works at the Harley dealership. Apparently, they always visit. Said he was a nice guy. That's a hell of a way to go.
Indeed.
Did you
So
guys
there's lots
happen
of
to catch
talk
the?
in chat about different, burial versus cremation versus etc. Seems like I just read about a place, allegedly anyway, here close to us in Texas that does a, basically plant you under a tree type situation where you're part of the land, composted, and, cycle back
Like
through
solar opposite?
nature. I don't know. I haven't seen that.
When they die, they turn into trees.
Is that it? I gave it a watch and went, not for me. Wasn't for me.
Newer seasons suck because they got rid of whoever does that Rick voice. Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
He
Roy
was the
Leonard,
original.
yeah.
Yeah. They got rid of him. Swapped him out for an English guy. No, it just don't sound right.
Well, yeah. So yeah, Texas, it's legal and eco-friendly options of biodegradable containers, no embalming, no concrete vault, allowing the body to return to nature, often directly supporting a new tree or an existing forest.
I could get behind that.
Yeah, I'm down to clown with that myself.
But really, I just want to burn.
That being said, I'm happy and good. My health is great. I'm in a good place with my
Yeah, I was glad to hear you
just putting
say
all
that.
that out there. Just putting that out there for everybody in case, anything should happen. These days, you never know. What with all the world of turmoil and stuff.
Next to the sleeper cells, too, they're all going to get us.
Right.
Which I say is a bunch of bullshit, but That's just me.
I think I played that one.
Yeah.
Cell? I think I played.
So
Oh,
you
that's
were-
Splinter Cell. That was
Splinter Cell, yeah.
Splinter Cell.
Splinter
Yeah,
Cell.
that was it. That was it.
That lady from Sean Ryan is convinced, though. She says they're already here.
Oh, is that the chick that blonde-haired chick?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's weird. I don't know about her. She says a whole lot of stuff that I don't know. Either she really believes it, or she's just a distraction.
Two things can be true at once.
Yeah. It could be a bit of both, which it probably is, more than likely. There's something else she claims, too. I forget what it is. I just find it hard to believe. Again, how come they haven't activated ever yet? Wouldn't this be the time?
Well, there was just a mass shooting yesterday, day before yesterday. I think 3 people got killed. There's like 15 or 20 people got injured.
Who did the shooting?
They're claiming it was terrorist or a terrorist.
Oh.
What a great opportunity for a handful of Mossad agents to pull something off.
No, they would never do that. They're our greatest ally.
Right.
They're the chosen ones. God chose them. They're special.
So, here's my thought. I just got to throw this out there. So, at one point in our lovely history that we've been fed, there was an event that occurred. And in this event, it focused the attention of the world, the whole world, on a little plot of land there in downtown New York. Used to have 2 buildings standing on it. As of that day, that didn't happen any longer. Those buildings weren't there. And not only that, but there was liquefaction, airliners, there was magic holes in buildings. There was all kind of fun stuff that happened. Now, let's just say
only one license.
One of two things. Either that really happened, like we were told, or it didn't happen like we were told. But irregardless, either of those events should have triggered everything they fed us for the next 6 months on the news. We all had to tape our windows up. We couldn't go to concerts or mall events or my son's whatever school thing. We couldn't do any of that because we were all going to get, what was the powder? And not coke. What was that other powder everybody was tripping on?
Oh, yeah.
Anthrax. We're all going to get anthrax in the mail, and we're all going to be taken out by sarin gas and all that. And so for the next 6, 8 months, with our flag stickers attached to our foreheads or whatever the fuck was going on, people pull up the fuck out. So now, if there were splinter cells or sleeper cells in any of those 2 situations, either legitimately there were magic passports or we were lied to, but either of those events being that huge and that in the focus of the eye of the world, and here you are, a sleeper cell. Oh, this is our chance to do something big and add more attention to our cause with this thing. And I don't remember that happening at all. All I remember is not getting to go see a concert I wanted to go see because everybody I knew that was going to go with me was flipping out. And I'm like, y'all, come on, this ain't real. Let's go. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's just how
they had opportunity then. They had opportunity after.
Well, it's like saying
if never happened.
If it did happen, and then we said after the fact, be like, well, look, no sleeper cells did anything after the fact. After that one sleeper cell, after the sleeper cells were activated and did the terrorist act, no other sleeper cells were activated. So I guess there weren't any sleeper cells.
But we know that really didn't happen.
Right. But according to the official narrative, these guys that went and trained and learned to fly and shopped around for box cutters were...
And we're doing coke. And
that would be a sleeper cell, would it not?
Strippers.
And wouldn't that be a sleeper cell? Then they're activated and the cell that's living here in America performs an act on behalf of another country. Yeah, I think they were the sleeper cell, according to the official narrative.
Yeah. But I'm with Walt. Where were the other ones to follow up?
Wait, what is it? Everybody put the red, yellow, and blue flag from the face. Ah, you're great, Dad. Ah.
I can't see the chat till like 6.
I bet you somewhere there's a whole bunch of a warehouse just full of yellow ribbon magnets, yellow ribbon car magnets that we can repurpose for Iran for something. I support or I'm against or something.
Tony Orlando's still alive, even, I wonder.
Who? Tony who?
He's the guy that does all the motivational speeches.
Oh, yeah, he's still alive. Yeah.
Why do I have to be so fucking old?
He's still doing his thing.
Tony Orlando and Dawn were a group in the 70s who did songs. Among those songs was a song called Knock 3 Times and one called Tie a Yellow Ribbon.
Around the old oak tree.
Around the old
oak tree?
Yeah.
I know Knock 3 Times too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I knock on
only if you love me, though.
Only if you love me.
See, you're not that old, Walt.
Wait, was he affiliated with Shadow Steven?
He may have been. I think they both did a show together.
Only when he's standing in the spotlight.
Like
when you're standing in the spotlight, if you turn around, you'll absolutely see your Shadow Steven.
Steven, what are you doing? I lost my shadow a long time ago. At Peter Pan.
Got kidnapped by the child trafficker, didn't he?
Yeah, he just left me.
I've been picking scabs again, though, with my shadow. Stretch it up and over me.
Sometimes he'll come around and fuck with me, but I just can't catch him. And he skips off into the distance.
Well, you'll probably never get it because Peter Pan ain't going to come help you.
I know.
You're too old. He only likes them little
Peter
kids.
to come help me.
He likes them little kids. He'll snatch them kids and fly off. You'll never see him again.
Let's just go to Never Never Land. Or Pleasure Island. That's where Pinocchio went.
Mm-hmm. Of course, at Pleasure Island, they never stayed boys. They always turned into donkeys.
Yeah.
Whereas Never Never Land, they always stayed boys and never turned into men.
Fuck. The fucking jocker. I was like, what the fuck is that? Somebody running by my window. Sorry. What was that? They turned into donkeys and what?
At Pleasure Island, but at Never Never Land, they never turned into men.
Oh, yeah. Somebody always has the crazy theories behind all that stuff. Can't we just leave it a nice story?
Yeah.
I know it's probably not really a nice story.
Like Hansel and Gretel. The nice story where the woman in the woods eats the kids.
Right.
Or Robin. Or Red Robin.
The father allows the cunting.
Little Red Riding Hood.
I'm sorry. The mother to.
You kids just run off into the woods by yourself. Ooh, here's how you lure kids
leave the
with
trail of,
candy.
breadcrumbs.
Kids love candy.
I have an invention for something. I'm not going to say what, but
Oh, hell, cool
it
story.
kind of entails. Yeah. Well, I can't say it 'cause somebody might steal it.
But if you
It's a
never,
great idea. I just have to come up with a way to like distribute it, or not me distribute it. That if someone gets kidnapped, I have an idea for them to be found.
like a microchip just under the skin that you can scan,
No, that's too simple.
then everybody gets a microchip at the vet's office. I mean, at the doctor's
Why don't
office.
we just do that? Why don't we do it with our dogs? Why don't we do it with our fucking kids?
I'm sure we will. It'll be attached to the
Yeah, I know.
programmable cryptocurrency that's only good for a year,
But now
provided you can
saying-
maintain your social credit score and you're allowed to use it. But it'll all be attached to the RFID microchip.
Well, that's the problem. No attachment there. Let's just say, like, why can't we just do what we're doing with our dogs? Or we just put a collar on the fucking kid.
Yeah.
A lock collar.
Build a pit in the basement.
No pits. They're free. They're still my kid. But you're going to have a lock collar on, because if you get fucking lost, I'm coming. I'm coming Liam Neeson style.
That makes a lot more sense.
Maybe a wristband. Something non-intrusive.
A tiara.
And you just took my invention and upped it. Now I'm thinking different.
Mm-hmm.
Just need wristbands. Shit.
Oh, I thought you were going with the tiara idea.
That'll work too. Whatever. It can be the kid's choice.
Yeah.
Or adult, whatever. I mean, even adults go missing. It wasn't just for kids, the idea. If you get snatched up by Bigfoot or a werewolf, you can fire off some things that will lead you to the trail, so to speak.
Like a flare gun?
Problem is
You invented a flare gun?
Well, all right. I'm just gonna say it. I call it breadcrumbs. So it would be something you would be able to just kind of fire off every, you know what I mean? And they would be, bioluminescent or whatever.
What if they were like a dust, like a little tiny metallic dust
anything
that could be programmable?
It's all on the
that
table wall.
Could move
It's all on the
around
table,
in
buddy.
the air or near fires, or you'd maybe even call it smart dust. I'm saying these days with everything being smart, it could be smart dust. Oh, never mind.
Yes, I don't want to go that route. I just wanted to be simple. Like, oh, here's the trail. Here's the breadcrumbs. Started here. Let's follow them. And then we find Sasquatch too. Because you always hear in those stories that they get snatched up by Sasquatch.
I think you need to have
Usually they take care
trans-dimensional
of it.
breadcrumbs to follow those
Yeah, right, 'cause
kidnapping.
they can shift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if Predator gets them, you're fucked.
Well, this is one of the great
guys
things about the breadcrumbs is we're
Predator?
catching predators, aren't we?
Not those kind.
Well, what's the point of the breadcrumbs? Well, I guess just to get the kid
Talking
back.
about
But ideally,
warriors here.
the victim will be with the perpetrator at the time.
Yeah. That's the problem with the apparatus for distribution. The kid would have to be able to get it out, and the person not know he's firing these things off. So I don't know. You guys see the new Predator movie?
The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I did.
Like it, Walt?
I did. I was very
To me, they
surprised.
broke canon a bit. Yeah, I like it.
You know, I just
why
went
she
with it.
keep saying the Yaoja warrior clan? There's no Yaoja warrior clan. He was a Yaoja.
I mean,
It just bothered me.
Was this the one where the Predator went to New York to pursue his dreams of becoming a fashion designer?
No, but I love that one.
Then I don't think I saw the latest.
After some of the bad turns it's taken over the last few, although I enjoyed Prey, but like prior to that, some of those more.
You know, I like
who was the chick
Predator.
from
I thought that was one
the
of the best
Game Channel or whatever the fuck it was? What's her name? He was in it. That was so bad. No, nobody. The Game Channel chick, G4, remember the Gaming Channel? No, I guess I'm a crackhead too on games. Anyway, there was a Gaming Channel back when cable was still a thing. It was called G4, and one of the host chick, lady people. God, I'm so terrible. She was like, you know, kind of again, not the usual gaming nerd. She was attractive, and so they pushed that in like hard. And suddenly, she went from being a barely functional host of a gaming channel show to being a star of a movie where she's an action hero. Spoiler alert. Yeah, you got it, J Bill. J Bill knows Miss Munn. I was trying to remember her name. I could remember the Munn or Months or something part, but I couldn't remember her first name. But anyway, yeah, that movie, that sucked. God, that sucked bad. But yeah, the new one was definitely different, enjoyable. I was shocked at like me starting it out going, yeah, I won't make it 10 minutes through this. I bet you, and back like an hour in going, oh, goddamn, look at this movie entertaining me. So yeah, I went in expecting absolutely nothing. So that probably is why it rose above my expectations considerably. If you enjoy an adventure-y, sci-fi, decent turn here and there movie, enjoy it. It's fun. Definitely. It is a new face I see popped in when I went back to the call.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Travis?
What up, good sir?
Oh, did you guys catch the eclipse yesterday?
Nope.
No, man, I completely forgot. Like I had like planned on getting up early on Tuesday to check it out, and wound up staying up way too late Monday night because of my nap for Monday's show and all that whole thing. It just cycled out of my control, and suddenly when I woke up Tuesday at like, I don't know, 9 or so, going, oh man, I missed the thing. Was it enjoyable? Did you see it?
Yeah, I was up in time, so we had a little bit of clouds, but yeah, I was able to watch it. It was always mysterious as it always is.
Right.
But
what I thought was intriguing is this time out they predicted the selenium or selenium or whatever aspect of it. I was surprised when I was out on the coast at New Year's Eve or whenever that was a few years back for one that was going to be the full eclipse and videoing it and trying to see what I would find out about that. Shadow moving the wrong way, it was enough, and then suddenly I turn around and the sun's behind me in the sky while the moon's in front of me in the sky, and yet somehow the whole thing is shadowed up still. Go physics, you know. So, but now they predict it. They told us that's coming, so I guess that way nobody would be like, wait, what? How's this going on? Anyway, yeah. I missed it.
I noticed that too when I was looking at the schematics and they're showing the totality and whatnot, and they showed the East Coast having the Selenilian, and I was like, well, that's really interesting. So does that mean then, like, as it moves, as they move west, then would it have been a Selenilian in my area too at a certain point, because there would have been a position of the moon and the sun to have been above? You understand what I mean? Like, where it's like dark where I'm at now, but it's not dark in the Atlantic, right? It's light there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it progresses. So when I was watching the eclipse, I only saw, the totality and blah, blah, blah. I didn't see the Silmarillion yet because guess what? The sun wasn't up yet. So it couldn't happen. So it's just interesting to think about how it can happen on the East Coast. Doesn't that make sense? If it happened on the East Coast, wouldn't it just continue to move across the United States as a Silmarillion at that point? You understand what I mean? Did I kill the show?
No, I'm trying to visualize.
Yeah, I'm working through it and realized I was muted. I was going with
He
you.
already left. He thought things were messed up. He'll probably be back thinking something happened to his teams.
Wow, I was muted the whole time talking to myself.
Yeah, we both were. I was muted and talking to him as well. So, and then he went away. Oh, he's back.
He's
There he
back.
is. Yeah,
Sorry,
it wasn't
Trav, how
muted.
you
It
doing?
was we were muted.
I was visualizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never be
So
put
you
off by
heard what I was
silence,
saying?
Trav.
Yeah.
Never be put off
Yeah,
by a little
you-
silence.
Never run here from silence.
Yeah. So did you guys hear what I was saying?
We
Did it
embraced
make
it.
sense?
Yeah. It just eludes me. I have no idea how that works.
But I
I'm
did
with you,
notice
though.
that too. I did notice it too. Again, watching it, that the fucking shadow came down from the top, and I'm just like, that just doesn't.
Right. That doesn't make sense. Thank you.
And then I was watching it, and it seemed like it almost seemed like the bottom of the moon, which was the crescent when the umbra went all the way through it. It seemed like the bottom for me stayed light the whole time, and then peeled away from the bottom, and then went from left to right to disappear. So it came down from the top, and then almost did a vertical switcheroo, and then moved left to right across.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to think about it that watch. And I'm like, does anybody else think about this?
Yeah. I was astounded by the path I was shown that year that the big major eclipse happened. Was that 2017 maybe, something like that? And solar, and I'm out there with my camera and tripod and film over my lens so I don't burn my camera off my phone, and I take multiple shots and I do a video and I piece it all together at the end. And so the shadow of the whatever moved across the sun. It came in at about 1 or 2 o'clock on the face of the sun, moved down at a angle of like 45 degrees, and before it got just a little past halfway across, suddenly cut up and out and left at about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the clock position. Because, balls and orbits and logic. But it definitely
It's all a
wasn't
mystery.
any of it, like none of it makes sense. Like Zack would definitely sit here and tell us all if he was in the call that, looking at the sky to figure anything out, you're just going to fuck your head up. I'm looking at you, Melodome. Anyway.
I think some things we were just not meant to know.
Well, what about the length of time that it took to cover? So it's like it has to. If you have one of the comments that I was thinking about actually applies more to the solar eclipse, because if you take the solar eclipse, I think when I was there in Texas a couple years ago, I was thinking it's taking the moon too long to transit the sun. It's like it slows down to do the eclipse and make it really dramatic. You know what I mean? So when you have the totality, it's like the shadow stays there longer than it should to give you the ring of fire, and then it moves away. It's kind of like what Walt was saying. It's like almost like a different trajectory or a different speed. But if you think about it the other way, then the lunar eclipse, it was like the shadow took forever to finally, it was like over an hour. And I'm thinking, the moon doesn't move that slow. You know what I mean? It would move out of position faster than it would. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking people have got to be like be scratching their heads and they just think, well, I guess NASA knows what they're talking about.
Oh, baby. Don't scratch me. Be careful. Be careful. Crazy girl. Oh, the helper I have.
But I figured I'd be seeing you guys today after I got up yesterday. I was like, I'm going to be up again tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock. I know it.
And I said to myself I should set a clock, but usually I'm still up and around at that time of the morning on my days I'm not doing a show, because I'm usually doing other things here, playing guitar really late or whatever, reading. And so, yeah, my plan was to just stay up and go out and do it and then go ahead and sleep a little later in the day. But I totally went to bed at like a normal for me, 2 o'clock or so, time of the night, that night. Got some sleep. Got up and went, no! And that's going to be the last one till what, 2035? No, I'm kidding. I know they did say it would be the last one for a minute, though.
I think they said it was 28 or something. It was like 3 years away. But
yeah, something, couple of years.
I don't know, man. That just, to me, that doesn't make sense. And if we live in a world of cyclical patterns.
Thank you. Yep. Especially this finely balanced machine of space, spinny, bally things that work themselves out after eons of crashing and bamming and making extra moons and holes in continents and etc. And suddenly we've got it all balanced now. Nobody move. Oh, with the moon, you can move. You can go out. We're going to lose you over here. Oh, wait, no, you're coming back. Oh, that's right. No, we're losing you again out. Oh, wait, now we got 4 moons. Oh, wait, now there's a dust moon. Oh, wait, now there's a moon. Oh, wait, now the moon's leaving again. Oh, wait, it's coming back again. Oh, now we're spinning up. Oh, now we're speeding up. No, now we're slowing down. Good God, what a bunch of fucking idiots. Any of that.
Yeah, they said 3 years, but there's going to be another one sooner. Like that always seems to happen.
Yeah.
Or is that just me?
Like one sneaks in on them, like, oh, wait, we forgot this one was coming.
Oh, it's going to happen again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's just that short attention span they've mind fucked us all into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even think the labeling of what Chilster put in there and saying that the moon travels faster than the sun, I don't think that that's the case. I think the sun is the fastest moving through the sky per se, and then you just simply have that racetrack effect where the sun catches up to the moon, and then the moon's behind the sun, and the moon's in front of the sun. So the moon's in front of the sun, you think the moon's traveling faster because it's in front, but then, oh, look, the sun's coming up, and it's, we're talking about the tortoise and the hare, aren't we? Tortoise and the hare?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like you could see the moon,
one that's still
moving, though. No, I just feel like you can actually, 10 minutes goes by, and I swear the moon moved tremendously.
I've had that happen, too. I've had it happen where I'm watching the moon, and I'm thinking about it on, a daily basis, and I'm saying, okay, there it is in the sky. And then the next day, it's like, that's not where it was yesterday. It's like in a completely different place. And I'm thinking, what did I miss?
Yeah, it's always lagging, but yeah, I know.
But it's like a day later. It's not like a month later.
Yeah.
It's the next day, and it's not, it just doesn't seem like it's in the right spot. I've had that happen numerous times, and I'm thinking to myself, damn it, I wish I could watch this thing more often, but it's even cloudy here right now.
Yeah, they killed my guys. I couldn't say shit.
So here's the one that still breaks my brain, that I still am waiting for the correct scientific explanation for. So the sun, 93 million miles away, they say, and the sun shines on half the Earth, a ball in space, at one time, they say, because it's a big-ass light that somehow flies through space without any medium to carry it, but gets to the Earth, and somehow if you tilt the Earth a certain angle, a ball that has no angles, but if you tilt it a certain fucking angle, then it changes the way that light shines on the Earth, and there's temperature differences, and so, seasons happen and things like that. Okay, so it's shining on half the fucking earth. Right. And yet, somehow, in the miracle of magical space, with it shining on half the earth at once, the sun can somehow tip itself behind, a wee little cloud floating by. And the wee little cloud floating by somehow obscures the whole fucking sun that's shining on half the earth at once and pokes a little hole for the shadow and the shine and the light. And there's a ray and a beam and shadows of the cloud right there, immediate to it, like it would be if it was a local fucking sun. But no, it's 93 million miles away, shining on half a fucking ball in space. And yet that picture I took yesterday of it being occluded by a little cloud, not a cloud full of sun, not a sky full of clouds, just one little group of clouds. And when I first got my phone out, there was like that little part to the right. That gap had this big sunbeam shining right through that little gap. But 93 million miles away, that's how that happened. Anyway, I'll stop ranting. I don't want to close this. If I go away, it's because I don't know how to close pictures without turning off the call. Did I do it correct? Hello? I did it. Look at me go. I'm sorry, I'm playing catch up in chat. I see Kellum talking about a Chinese calendar he remembers having that he's going to go see what he can find. You sound like me trying to find something. That was probably 2 computers ago, right? Mine is hard drive. Is that hard drive I burn out, or is that the one I let die? Oh, sorry. Again, reading in chat. I'll stop.
That's right.
I will stop. Oh, we had a fireball apparently in Louisiana last night.
Fireball?
It's like cinnamon whiskey. It's not very good. Most of it's not even really whiskey.
Here, let me, oh man, not turn that on. Go away. I've opened my graphics card. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I knew I'm doing tricks. There we go. Share again. I'm going to show the video, Josh, if you want to make sure I'm presenting or whatever. Okay, I'm not going to share the video because now I can't see the video. Now I want to. Yeah, I don't see a way to do this. Okay, how am I going to do this?
He keeps teasing us with these pictures. Well,
the problem is when I do the share, it puts the share tab in the way of where I have to click to start this video, and I can't figure out a way around that. Let's see if
Doesn't it say hide? Doesn't it say hide the tab?
That's what I'm looking for. I know there's a way, but I'm not seeing it anywhere on there. Where the fuck is
it? Dots.
I love this app.
There's Sherry. Sherry finally made it.
So
Walt summoned you earlier.
I did.
I know. And I don't mean you're a hoe.
You say, don't talk to Sherry that way. You say, hi, lovely lady.
Hi, Sherry.
There we go.
He said it first.
Let's get that over here. And did I do it? I don't know.
Nope.
See what happens.
Oh, you got something.
Bright fireball lights up South Louisiana skies.
All right, here we go. This is the actual footage. Oh, it's already happened. Yeah.
That's a pickup truck.
See that top left?
Oh, okay.
Top,
yeah.
top left corner. Here we go. It'll be going to the right over there. It's a pretty big ball in our sky.
I saw the fireball. I didn't see the skies light up though.
That was just yesterday.
Like I don't see it. Did anybody see a change in the sky at all?
Which one?
Either one.
Oh, that dude was...
That's where it came from. That dude smoked that fucking ball.
Kansas City Royals, baby.
Anyway, I don't know.
I had no idea about a fireball.
If they had played that in the other order, that'd have been hilarious. The old dude crack of the bat and this big fireball screaming in from the sky.
It's already pretty great.
Yeah, I call it bullshit. Bullshit. That story is complete bullshit. It never lit up the sky. The sky never changed colors.
When was this? Yesterday?
Yesterday. The 2nd, yeah, or 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
I guess Monday night.
I didn't see no fireball.
You see that airplane way the fuck up there at cruising altitude? That blinking light? Watch it light up the fucking sky. See it blink?
It's on fire.
It blinks. You can see it. So that means it lights up the sky because it blinks and it's in the sky. So if there's a light in the sky, that means that it lights up the sky. Or maybe I'm focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah, Big Pine talks about the new moon showing up out of nowhere when the sun goes down, and I think that's probably one of the most mystical experiences I had when I was watching it for the first time, and I was looking in the spot where I thought the moon was going to be, and I couldn't see it, and then she just appears, and it's just, I don't know. I find it completely fascinating.
It's an interesting. I was just thinking, as you were talking, I was just thinking, probably visually and what happens in the brain is probably pretty interesting. Have you ever done a lot of stage performance, Travis?
I have not.
Spotlights are interesting, and having been in a spotlight, it's really interesting to watch people and how well they can perform with a big, hot, bright fucking light shining directly in their eyes, and the amount of facial expressions you can make that aren't just squinting. Because shit's bright.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is when you're in that spotlight, you don't see shit. Like you wouldn't have any clue how many people are in that audience when you have the spotlight on you. None. But as soon as that spotlight fades out, guess what you can suddenly see? The audience. You can see the whole fucking house. The whole house you're able to see now.
I was wondering where you were going. Like, why is he telling this story? I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, I get that. I'm a bit of a meanderer. I'll find a point, then I'll take about 10 steps back and start there. But yeah,
I think I'm the same way.
I think it is really interesting, just the way you can go from saying, well, here's this light, and this light is like all encompassing. This is all I see. It takes up everything in my vision. But as that light fades, it's what's beyond it. Now there's all these other things that aren't being drowned out by the light that suddenly are there, that you would have never known were there to begin with.
Well, that's one thing that I have tried to create on my own is, my understanding of nature. And so in the opening chapters of Genesis, we're told that on day one, evening to morning. And so I remember from college, the ancient Jews, they used to start their days at night. That's why it says from evening to morning. They started their day at night. And that's purely ad hoc. I don't know if you've ever heard that explanation or at all, but it's completely just BS. Now, there is an aspect because Genesis 1 does say evening to morning, but the question is why? Why say evening to morning? My only conjecture is to think it has to do with the moon, because you see the moon for the very first time in the evening sky. So evening to morning is a reference to the lunar cycle, in my opinion, based on natural observations. So you have to think about I think it's amazing and just mysterious. Why does the moon start in the evening in its revelation of her light. And then in the morning is when it snuffs out at the end of its cycle. So it starts in the morning, or it starts in the evening, the lunar cycle does, and then it ends in the morning. Like, there's a reason why it does that. You know what I mean? We might not know what it is per se, although I think that surely somebody, after thousands of years of thinking about this shit, talking online on the IRM podcast, like we should be able to figure out, like, what is the meaning and the significance of the lunar cycle starting in the evening and ending in the morning.
If anything, it seems like it would point to the fact that the moon is underrepresented in people's consciousness. Like, the sun gets most of the credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, the sun has properties. The sun does things, gives light, gives life, gives heat, and does all this thing that keeps humans alive. And then there's the moon. Oh,
Yeah.
but it controls the tides. Probably, maybe.
Yeah, but even thinking about the difference between the sun and the moon, I thought that this was pretty funny when I was thinking through it. The only time you see the sun is during the daytime, right? You don't see the sun. He doesn't show up at night and go, "Hey, everybody, I just wanted to show up," and because it would ruin the night. The sun would just blind everything out, like Josh was talking about with the stage light, right? The moon, however, again, why? I don't know just yet, but there's a reason why the moon, in my opinion, spends exactly half her time in the day as she does at night. Why? You know? And then
Well,
the
isn't
Bible
it
says that,
definitionally impossible to have the sun come out at night?
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like the definition of a cat excludes all dogs.
Right.
It's just not possible. But my part of my point is that Genesis 1 tells us that there are two great lights to rule the day and rule the night. But it's not an equal distribution of...
So,
go ahead.
No, in the Apocrypha, didn't, like, in, I think it was the Adam
Right,
and Eve,
Enoch.
maybe? Where, no, I think it was the story of Adam and Eve that was taken out. The original one with Lilith and everything. Where, they had not seen the sun. Like, they had not seen the sun, and when the sun revealed itself in the sky, they thought it was a creature coming to kill them.
Yeah,
that's something that was in there that got taken out, and then we also have the whole idea of the tribes and the different cultures that say they were around prior to the moon being in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and you would think somewhere in all the record keeping that we've been doing since the Big Bang that all these articles refer to, and all that record keeping we've been doing, that they would have mentioned that, oh yeah, here's when the sun popped up. Oh yeah, here's when the moon popped up. I don't know. Anyway, real quick, here's this overlay that Caleb sent us. I'm trying to make it where you can read, but each one of these have dates.
What's
Sun
the
and moon,
difference
you see.
what's the difference between, like, the ones that look like stars?
The one, that's the sun, that's the moon.
Oh.
These are the positions of them according to the date, and then there's the analemma
Okay.
overlaid on it, and you see how it kind of does. Like I said, it's hard to. I'm sure he could explain it way better than my bad attempt here trying to show you.
Yeah.
I'm lost already.
Yeah, I mean, I
once
could,
you got a second to
almost
hop
like-
on, man. You're more than welcome. You're in Teams. You just pop in the call if you'd like to, sir, and explain it to us better than I'm doing.
We'd almost have to be
please.
able to turn it sideways and look through the hole and
the
see
whole little thing, like make it three-dimensional and just kind of go around it. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right.
AI, can you help us here?
You might have to smoke some DMT.
I wonder if it could. I wonder if I put that in an AI thing and said, hey, 3D this real quick. I don't have one handy on my computer, though. Mine's on my phone.
Okay, Google, make this so I can understand it.
Make this stupid. Make me less. Oh, Google, make me less stupid.
Hey, Alexa, make sense of this for me.
I don't know that have you been on the calls here since we've been in Teams? Is that why you're in Teams with us? Or have you not? I can't remember. I really can't.
Who's the you you're talking to?
Mr. K himself, Mr. Special K himself.
It seems like maybe once or twice, maybe.
I think he has. Anyway, I'm having an issue here. I have definitely got apparently either a cat hair or a eyelash I cannot get out of my eye, and it's about to drive me nuts. So I'm gonna mute up and go deal with that. I'll be right back.
Callum says he's not sure he can explain it any further than it's 24 seasons for the moon. He made it a long time ago.
24 seasons for the moon.
There you go, brother. There you go.
What does that mean, Colin? What is 24? Oh, there he goes. Not sure I can explain further. 24 seasons for the moon.
I made it so long ago. Huh.
Man, that looks like it was a tedious make, too.
I like the first 3 seasons of 24. After that, it just kind of got a little redundant.
Yeah.
But Jack Bauer stayed a badass.
What do you think about all this talk with Jim Carrey being a clone?
That was not Jim Carrey. That was probably a double.
Yeah, truth or psychosis?
Truth or psychosis?
Not a clone.
Where you just sort of go out and believe every little thing that people say as a truther. You're like, oh yeah, that. Totally that. In fact, probably everybody in Hollywood is not the actual gender they say they are. Everybody's flipped. And we just go ahead and believe, and it just gets into this psychosis where you can't establish fantasy from reality. So every little conspiracy theory is the absolute truth.
Yeah, but you got to think about the fact that they've got a movie called They Cloned Tyrone, right? And then you just have these little leaks in the media where they bring out Jim Carrey, who's already been in the spotlight talking about not existing and non-duality and all this kind of stuff. And then it's just interesting that they throw these little nuggets out for, like you said, Josh, for the truth. The auto hoaxers, it's just automatically discounting everything. But
yeah,
it is interesting that when you do look at people, like for instance, like if I could take a kick to both shins with pointy boots that Tom Cruise isn't Tom Cruise anymore, because the fucker doesn't look like Tom Cruise. Nicole Kidman doesn't look like Nicole Kidman. Who's another one that's like all plastic, like Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox. But then
you see Sharon Osbourne and her daughter. They look
yeah,
terrible.
but then you look at Rob Lowe, and the guy looks exactly. The guy looks like he's simply now a 65-year-old from the 80s now. He looks better than Tom Cruise, and I'm thinking Tom Cruise is God, and he's got a shit plastic surgeon. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, how does Rob Lowe look so insanely good? Who's the other guy? Kevin Bacon looks just the same.
Yeah.
It's. I think plastic surgery is such a crapshoot, especially when you start it before you really started to age. So that once you get it done, you're like, oh, see how much better I look and how much better I'm going to look for the next 6 months. And then your rest of your face starts to age around it. And you start to look a little weird. And now you're at the point, well, fuck, I either need to fix that to make it fit in with the rest of my plastic surgery, or I'm just going to keep looking weirder and weirder as I age. And again, every time you get the plastic surgery, it's a crapshoot, not just with the surgeon, but with the after effects and how your face is going to age after that. So once you get on the ride, there's really no getting off if you still want to get work. And I think that's why a lot of Hollywood actors just sort of disappear. You don't hear of them anymore. I think it's just fucked up plastic surgery. I think they just don't want to be seen because they look so fucking weird now.
Like Mickey Rourke.
Yep.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke. Yeah, that's tragic.
Looks terrible.
Kenny Rogers. I think once you start, you've got to maintain it. And to maintain it, you're rolling the dice with every fucking surgeon. Maybe he's good. Maybe he knows exactly what to do. Maybe you'll end up looking like Rob Lowe, or maybe you'll end up looking like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. How about Kris Jenner? She looks like 20 years younger.
Kris Jenner?
Looks just like him. Yeah.
Looks
Kardashians.
like
she looks like him now. It's crazy.
You mean her?
Yeah, I mean Christian.
Yeah, but it's just a slow embalming process. It just saves you a little bit of time at the end. Really.
That's because, Brian CB, that's because no one's paying money at the box office to come see you, man.
Yeah.
But it just seems like such a sacrifice. Like, yeah, for those Hollywood actors, people are paying to see them. For now. It just seems a little like Evel Knievel. Like the same kind of mindset. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice my body and for the pleasure of the audience until I die. Whether it's the old age and I manage to survive it all, or it's the act of sacrificing my body that finally kills me and I sacrifice my life also. But either way, I'm just going to go balls to the wall and do it for the fans.
Are there any more Evel Knievels, or is it just all X level games and everybody's at that level now and nobody cares about Knievels anymore?
Wasn't there a Robbie for a while?
Robbie Knievel? Yeah.
He
But that was still in the 80s, wasn't it?
I don't know.
No, he was still doing his thing like a couple of years ago. Did he die?
Robbie, wasn't that the kid? That was his kid, right?
I thought.
Yeah. And he was still doing major jumps. He was still doing his thing. Up until like 10 years ago, that's when I kind of lost track. Because now it's all about the X Games, and these guys are just doing wild fucking shit on dirt bikes. I saw a Red Bull, sponsored guy, and they have an island like across, I don't know what ocean or what lake it is, but there's a bunch of islands they made with jumps, and they go from one to another.
Robbie Knievel died in 2023.
Okay.
That's what I thought, yeah.
I just got back from my eye experience. I'm sorry, guys. I was hearing everything y'all said, and yes, he probably was definitely continuing on up to and including completing the canyon jump and the Caesar's Palace mountain jump that his dad failed on both of. And, he was rock and rolling.
I don't know that he gave a shit about the canyon, that's for sure.
He did it. No, he did it. He did it on a boat. He did it on a motorcycle. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, it was badass. Because, again, I grew up in that era of watching him be a kid as his dad welcomed him out onto the sideline doing wheelies next to him and shit. I can remember that shit.
Yeah.
Because I was there and loving it.
For a while.
Yeah. It is definitely the X game level of when everybody has resources to like literally break down every maneuver another skateboarder can do, a la YouTube, slow down video, etc. Then everybody, that's kind of what's going on with the guitar community at this point. When I picked up a guitar, you had to it was like a quest. You had to find the pick of destiny. You had to figure out shit. You had to struggle. I mean, you did. You didn't have just a...
man.
If you were lucky, you had a guitar subscription. I mean, a guitar for the practicing musician subscription, if you were lucky, with bad tab and horrible explanations. And that was the holy grail then, But now, click a video, slow it down, you get the same tone, you get the same... It's everywhere. And that was like now... Picking up a guitar and starting out, you've got all these little YouTube kids that are, 10 years old that are doing stuff Ingve can't touch anymore.
Yeah.
They're like mind blowing. So yeah. The level of expertise for the general population has become pretty astounding in many avenues. In crazy way, like just nuts way. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, one of the things that I thought of when you were talking was that you have these savants and these young children that have these abilities. I started thinking, what if these are older souls that are remembering things that they knew in their previous lives, right? And so one of the things that I've been thinking about in terms of memory is that if we do, think that we're going to be around another time on a respawn in this life, then whenever that happens, because it's not going to happen yet, I've made it this far alive, so I'm going to make it this far in the next life. So when I start over again, what am I going to remember when I wake up? Well, that's the whole thing. My point is that at this point, what if we started to remember key points of our lives and drill them into our subconscious as memories that we want to remember? Like, remember this when you wake up. And it's in the movies, man. You got to go watch this movie with Robert Redford and Jason Segel. It's a really good movie. It's called The Discovery. And it is a discovery, and it is about memory, and it is about respawning. Because the movie itself is a loop. The guy is dying, and he's just looping in this memory over and over and over and over again. But every time it's different, because every time he remembers something from the previous experience that he brings into the next one. And at the very end of the movie, he says, and he's looking at her face. She's like, why are you looking at me? He's like, I want to remember what you look like. So when I see you again for the first time again, and I have that deja vu, I know who you are. And I'm like, they're telling us right here, that's how you remember in reincarnation. You have to tell yourself, don't forget this when you wake up. So that's how you circumvent the whole memory wipe that everybody thinks are archons. It's not an archon, it's just human physiology. We have the ability to forget, but you also have the ability to remember. It's easier to forget than it is to remember. It's hard as fuck to remember shit anymore, right? So you have to do it again in your head over and over and over again. And when you do that, that puts the memory into your operating system as a program that it's now learning that you want it to run. Run this program, memory, remember this shit, remember this shit. So if you want to start remembering your dreams, just tell your brain, remember your dreams. And whenever you think about it, you have to set that pattern into your mind to become the new pattern of thought. Anyway, if you want to stick it to the archons, start remembering shit and plastering that into your whatever,
brain.
Yeah.
Freak up.
Like, my whole point on memory is that we should be able to access every point of our lives and watch that violin recital when I was in 4th grade or whatever. Look, those memories are there.
Those things, that's what I still am trying to work out, is that I can remember the way the wood joist corner pieces attached underneath the pews of my grandfather's church that I literally was crawling under in my diapers. I can remember looking at the screws and the shape of it and thinking, oh, that's like a slide, because we had a slide in the room that we would all go play in as little babies there at the church. They had a playroom and they had a little slide. And so that angle of that slide was the same angle as these little wooden, I don't know what they're really called, but they were at every, like a foot across, every foot there would be one of those up into the edge of the wood where it's joined it. And then I would notice that same little edge wood slide shape under the wooden table that I would be crawling around under while my grandparents and my mom and dad played pinochle on the table above me, that I knew they were playing pinochle. And I remember all that. I can remember the taste of the dust when he would grind this he had an old an old stone mortar and pestle that probably belonged to the Indians in the local area, because he was my grandfather was a wood walker. He would walk the wood, mark wood for like the lumber companies to come through, and he would find all kind of arrowheads and all kind of old stuff like a mortar and pestle. And I can remember when he would grind that and show me how to grind it, the taste of the dust that would be released by that grinding process.
Yeah.
And other people don't even remember when they were 10 years old. They can't remember stuff. And I don't understand that. I don't understand how you don't access all your memory.
It's all emotional,
I
man.
remember too.
It's tied. It's like when you have a heightened emotional response to something, whether or not it's the you're smelling the wood. Why is it that memory is there? What is it that was so significant that it anchored
That caught me.
for you?
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that it has to do with an emotional thing that you like. If you just recounted that memory, which also is triggered in my memory, my grandfather sanding shit, my smelling wood, filings and thinking that it was it's like smelling freshly mown lawn. It smells. It's a great anchor point. I have that now as a recollection, but when you ask how can people not remember things, it's because partly there's not an emotional anchor to it for them. Like for some reason, there's one birthday that I can remember having. And I'm like maybe 10, 11 years old, and I've got friends from school, and it's a park. Like, why do I have that? Like, was it a good birthday, Travis? Was that a good birthday? You know what I mean?
Did you get that red ball finally?
Like, why can't I remember any of my? Well, there's another one that just came up. My 16th birthday. I took Gabby to dinner with me. Yeah, so that was a 16th birthday celebration. Anyway, it's the same thing when you wake up in the morning and you don't think that you had any dreams. No, you had dreams. You dreamt all night long. You were thinking all night long. You just don't remember, and that part you need to train. That's the whole Jedi mind trick, right?
Yeah, I've been taking magnesium glycinate at night. It has improved my fucking dreams drastically. I can recall them better. I'm damn lucid every time. It's crazy. I'm loving it.
Is it a powder?
No, it's just a pill. So a capsule you take.
And it's magnesium.
And, it's supposed to improve sleep and help with like nerve pain and shit, but all of a sudden I'm like crazy dreams, like vivid as hell. I'm there, I can remember now.
Mm-hmm. It helps her sleep, but it kind of seems to be making her a little bit groggy the next morning. So, but she definitely is seeing benefits. Mm-hmm. So she's going to start taking it a little bit earlier in the evening, so maybe it doesn't have that effect in the morning.
Yeah. Would you call it magnesium what?
Glycinate.
Okay.
Glycinate.
Because I take magnesium citrate right now.
Uh-huh.
But because I am trying to figure out how to access more of my recollection.
Try the glycinate, man.
Yeah, I might try that. I've tried. Well, I mean,
I'm amazed by it.
Yeah. How long did it take for you to see anything?
Not long at all. I've only been on it for like a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I'm like, holy, wait a second. I'm dreaming like crazy, and I'm recalling them. Because I'm a vivid dreamer anyway, but I can't recall them as well as I used to. And now all of a sudden I can, and even in the dream, like I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm not really lucid, but I'm fucking there. You know what I mean? And
well, I would
been a long time.
I would encourage you somehow, if you've got the discipline to figure out how to make yourself more lucid, whether or not you have to do your touch points while you're awake by turning lights on and off to see if they work, because of course I
need some kind of anchor or some shit.
Here's a new one I've come up with. You pick up your cell phone and start trying to like scroll and read a page. It's just like in the old days of saying pick up a book and try to read it. For some reason in Dream World, it's hard to render numbers and letters correctly, so that when you glance at a book, back in the day when I used to use that as a trigger, the letters would all be illegible. You couldn't understand what was in the book. And as soon as I would see that, I'd go, oh, this is dream time. And I would take off flying or fighting monsters or whatever I was doing. So now try that. I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it. I'm just saying it came to me one day like, oh, wow, that's probably the new trigger is pick up your phone, try to scroll and read a page. Oh, that's all screwed up.
Isn't there something with your hand too?
write a letter C in the palm of your hand, like right now. And every time you think about it, look in the palm of your hand, you'll see that letter C. And that means consciousness, or I'm conscious, or, that's how the original version of it went, conscious. And then when you try to do that in your dream, two things. The letter itself will most likely not be correct because letters don't work in that era. And for some reason, hands also are hard to render in dream time. Your hands will be not right.
Yeah, I heard
when
you
you
have
look
more
at
fingers or some shit.
Yep.
Is that why is that why AI gave one of my posters 6 fingers?
That's what what? They're in the dream world. That's exactly probably it. Yep. They can't get it. Yep.
Uncanny Valley.
The fucking simulation.
Uncanny Valley. Yep. Fucking A. Where's Tom Hanks? Give me that ticket, motherfucker. No, Polar Express. Really very, very bad Uncanny Alley. C
like
for
that
chocolate. I should have known that, Sherry. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it. C for chocolate. So pick up a chocolate bar, and if it tastes like Cool Whip or mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, then something, you'll know. You'll know. You're in a drink. Take off line. You like that pie?
Well, Sherry seems to think that she has not had a single dream, and I would say I would take a kick to both shins that you have dreamed incessantly. You just don't remember.
That is fucking insane what he just did. God damn. See?
Yeah, I just watched that too, but I don't know how to share it easily.
Dude.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Can you share it on your end without the music? I just don't have to do sound now.
I shared it. I let it play 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you did.
yeah.
Okay.
That was badass.
What did I miss? What are you guys talking about?
BMX guy doing jumps.
Bicycle trick.
Posted giving us a link in chat for the most insane trick he'd ever seen.
They doing that shit on dirt bikes too, man. Whipping them motherfuckers around. They're getting lighter and lighter.
Wait, oh my God. Chills for your Lutz. I know that's not a Mac Davis song you just referenced, is it?
Looking for Linda is a Mac Davis song.
Is that the name of it?
I don't know. Mac Davis was it?
Dude, you're taking me back so far, dude.
That's like Jerry Reed era.
Looking for Linda. No, that's not it. That's somebody else. Who is this? Looking for Linda by Hue and Cry. Okay, so when I was probably 4 or 5, my Aunt Eloise, my grandmother's sister, my great aunt, had an album by this guy that I knew from like songs like Baby, Baby, Don't Get Hooked on Me, or what was the other one about looking in the rearview mirror? I don't know. Anyway, Mac Davis was a country artist who had some kind of pop-oriented country, so he crossed over and got a few pop hits. 70s, late 70s, maybe a little early 80s, curly fro hair, real 70s blue jean blue jean shirt type vibe, that guy. Look him up, Mac Davis. Anyway, but this album was from his first foray out into the world of music. And it was all these crazy late 50s, early 60s sounding songs. And one of them was called something about Linda. I thought it was looking at Linda, something like that. Anyway, but yeah, you flashed me back to about 5 years old with that one. I know it's not what you were talking about, but that's where I went. There was another song there about the little Dutch boy putting his finger in the dike and freezing that night because he had a date, but he didn't go on his date. Instead, he saved the city by sticking his finger in the dike. Man,
I saw that movie when I was a teenager.
Don't do it, John. Don't do it, John.
I did. I totally saw that movie as a teenager. I can't remember her name. Fuck, what the hell was that dyke's name? I can't remember.
Oh my God. Oh, man. And on that note, I guess we're done with Linda. Was that her name? I'd have been Linda. Oh,
I think it was Lydia.
yes, 100%, Caleb. I didn't get to that because I got sidetracked. The dream journal is always the secret weapon. It trains you to remember without all the trickery.
Yeah, I gotta get on that more. I'm a lazy motherfucker when it comes to. I'll put the book beside me and the pen, and I wake up and I'm like, man, I don't fucking feel like doing this. I'll do it after my coffee.
I have got to see if this song is even in like a possible find of mine to find. Okay, Mike Davis. Something about.
You can do it. I was gonna say, Walt, I think you need to crawl under some tables more. Get that memory back.
Oh my God, there it is. Looking at Linda Mike Davis.
Oh, there you go.
What is it? 1963. Oh my God.
Play us
That was
out.
even before my time. You want to hear it? I want to hear it first to see if it's what I remember. I won't play. What's it not playing? Oh my God, it is playing. Oh my God. Oh man, I can't, I'm gonna have a flack. I'm gonna go into some kind of weird state if I don't stop.
How's it go?
playing that song.
Singing a cappella.
I can't, I can't. I'm not gonna. But there's Hey Monkey, and there's Little Dutch Boy.
Jack
Come
the
on, tell
Monkey?
me that's here. There's Hard to Be Humble. Oh, that was his other hit, Hard to Be Humble. When you're perfect in every way. No, nobody? Anyway. Wow.
I never listened to him. I remember I can see him in my mind's eye right now. He's got curly, dark hair.
Mm-hmm. Texas in My Rearview Mirror is the album that I knew. Stop and Smell the Roses, that was his crossover country and pop hit. Anyway, yeah. Mac fucking Davis. Oh my God.
Yeah, Eddie Rabbit was my Mac Davis.
Right. I saw Eddie Rabbit at a state fair in Shreveport at like an age of him singing Rainy Night. And I don't know if he was on his way up or maybe on his way back down, but definitely I saw him at a state fair in Shreveport, Louisiana as a teenager at a free gig. What's up, Alec? Anybody else I missed? I know I missed some of y'all because I got sidetracked with. There's Ona. I missed you. I did say hey to Sheriff. I didn't type it. Did I miss anyone else? I said hey to Dad. I think that's it.
So going back to the memory thing, if you remember the key clue in Replicants, how does she not know? It's memories, right? The Tyrone, is it Tyrone Corp?
Yeah.
The way that they tried to prevent the replicants from waking up and realizing that they weren't human was by giving them human memories. Right? So then the thinking person would be thinking, wait, I have memories. Does that mean I'm human, right? And then you have the CAPTCHA, and then you have, are you human? It's so fucking weird. All of these little
He's more
tiny
machine
nuances.
than man now. Yeah, I don't know what that proves when they say, "Are you human?"
Well, there's
what
this.
What dipshit says no to that?
No. You got to watch this. You got to watch this YouTube video, and I think it's called "Are You Human?" YouTube.
No, I'm talking about like when websites do it. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but it's the whole thing. It's like no.
Those saying no, I'm not human.
No, my point is that those are trigger points to wake people up. It's like if you have an audience of 1,000 people and you're giving a speech about consciousness, how many of them are going to like wake up to what you're saying, right? It doesn't matter how many there are, or how many wake up at that moment. You're just simply planting seeds that are going to germinate and wake up when they're supposed to. So the CAPTCHA thing, are you human, is like a Manchurian Candidate trigger point to when you read that like signals something in your existence to question your existence. And then that becomes the unraveling of your existence. So you have to have all of these little like clues in existence that wake certain people up, because certain people, like, you know, if I went out and told you about Jesus Christ dying on the cross for your sins, that might, you know, compel you that God loves you that much that he would send his one and only son to die for you. Whereas another person would go, that's the dumbest thing. Like, why did the one person believe it and the other person didn't? Like, that's how diverse everybody is in existence. So that's how subtle all of these little simulation clues that are left everywhere for people to trip over. Some people don't even notice that they're standing on a clue.
It reminds me of the C that Walter was talking about to put on your hand. The one I heard was questioning yourself. Am I sleeping or am I awake?
Right.
Throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just so that your brain gets in the habit of questioning, am I sleeping or am I awake? And then answering that question so that when you do it while you're sleeping, your brain can say, oh, well, nope, now I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
So then that goes back into
Well, Trav, before you get too far into it, you might want to put a pin in it, because that is the end of it.
Oh, wow. Sherry, I will check my email right now. I am so sorry. Love you guys. Thank y'all.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Happy hump day. We've managed to make it through another one. And we will see you back here on Friday, still minus a Zack, I do believe. So until then, be good, be well. Do good. Do it well. We love you. Bye-bye.